add desktop audio. Unmuted, but there was no signal. All right, so Fendrick was kind enough to send this, even though, you know, it probably cost a fortune to get it over here, and it's a wonderful book. All of their books, if they're all done with this, you know, level of love. Yeah, look at that, talking about the Doom Trooper, so the inspiration of magic and how everybody was making card games. Yeah, good stuff. So I'll put a link to the flip through of this on the channel because this was really fun. I got in the green lizard skin. They asked me if I wanted regular or lizard skin, and I said lizard man skin it is. So yeah, very cool. So they must have done, if they did 2 versions of this, there must have been a Swedish crowdfunder for this, because, you know, you don't do alternative covers, you know, without having some money put away. Okay, so now I'm not talking to myself anymore. So we'll leave this. I ran down to get that. I'll leave that off to the side. So what are we here for? We are here for Abyss. Oh, Abyss is here. Hey, it's Abyss. Wait a minute. Okay, so now I can open Discord again because I figured out what I was doing wrong. I can open Discord again. That's really weird. I've never used the camera audio, so I wonder why it just came up on a random device. So the camera audio is pretty terrible. It has this, you know, I guess it's good for recording videos of events in space, but it's got this like spatial microphone, so it gives you like 6 channels of audio to deal with. All right, and so I think I have this set up. So Abyss, if you want to jump on, I can put your audio on. But yeah, so let's just get started and casually take a look at what we've got here. So I asked Abyss. Out of the Box is a book that they just did about a RPG history in Sweden, and I think it's going to cover everything. I think it's just like the phenomena of Sweden and kind of Swedish RPGs being discovered. We'll find it exactly from the cover of the book what it's focused on, but they did it in English, but it's only going to be available to order in Sweden. And so I asked Abyss if there's any way to do that, and he made it happen. So big thanks. And that's why we're here. That's why we're here on the stream. But this isn't just a box with a book in it. This is a box with his address and real name on it. No. This is a box with many, many wonderful goodies. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Many wonderful goodies that arrived all the way from Orland, as they say in Japan. Orland delicacies. Oh my God, what do we have here? What am I looking at? Oh, this looks like something amazing that you would put on toast, and it probably melts into chocolatey goodness. Oh man, I'm out of bread. I didn't do my grocery shopping, but I have English muffins. That might work. Wow. So there's also some awesome goodies in here. So do they make? Oh, they must make many different kinds. So this is the smaller chocolate, little extra pure, extra Groot. So look like kind of chocolate shavings and other different good stuff. Oh, sorry, get this on the camera. Other good stuff. Oh my God. And it's so heavy. It's so full of goodness. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to have trouble with the glare, aren't I? And another one from on top. And it sounds like the way that they're rattling in the box, nothing melted in transit, because I'm sure there was a ton. Oh, the other version. All right. So yeah, we got a sneak preview there. So it looks like, both kinds. Nice. So this one looks more like just shavings, looks more like little melty strips. And this is heavier, darker. This is the Royale version. And this is just maybe milk chocolate. Chocolate Hangout, maybe, I don't know what that, nice, what that is. Oh, no. Matt's jealous, I get candy. Nice. So it looks like wonderful things for breakfast. I made coffee just in case there was anything I could eat right out of the box, but this looks like something I should put on toast and melt. I'm feeling that. Let me know if that's correct, Abyss. Oh, I'll wait for you to get back. Very cool. Thank you so much. All right. Oh, yeah. I'll need a... I have all of Abyss's broken binding boxes now. Wow, wow, wow. Everything is packed so nice. Wow, thank you. I guess as a book collector, Abyss knows you don't like books shipped internationally in envelopes. All right, so I picked wisely. Here is the prize. So this is what I was trying to get my hands on. So outside the box, how Sweden conquered the world of role-playing games. So Magnus Setter, who I was emailing with back and forth, and who was kind enough to send me the Mutant book. So the foreword by Matt Forbeck and Francesco Nepatello. So we'll flip through this. But I want to see there's another box in there, so I want to see if there's any more goodies. So outside the box reveals the unique story of how Sweden's tabletop role-playing game industry evolved from the 70s until today. In recent years, Sweden's role-playing games not only hit the jackpot in the influential Emmy Awards, but also frequent lists of the most anticipated upcoming titles. But why now? Who were the early innovators, and how does Sweden's tabletop gaming history differ from other nations? In this book, the industry veteran Magnus Setter tells the tale of how a small Scandinavian country decided to stake out its own path, combining stunning design with a long tradition of storytelling and ducks. Excellent. So yeah, we have a Mallardkin. This looks very familiar. All right, so this was the part. There's one more box in here. Wow, thank you for look at the beautiful condition this arrived in. Thank you so much, Abyss, for all the hard work making that happen. It's perfect. It's beautiful. It's so shocking because things don't arrive like this, usually from the bigger online purveyors. So stick around until the end, everybody, where we have the wait. I picked the wrong box first. I should have this box. Oh no, Matt, you're not gonna like this. It just keeps getting yummier. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nice. Oh, this is insane. Matt, book your flight now to Japan for some goodies from from Europe. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need definitely some explanations. Yeah, everything is in great shape too. Wonderful. Oh, wow. Okay. So the only thing that got broken was the bread. Thank you so much, Abyss. This is insane. So this was the ask, and this was the result. So be sure to ask Abyss to send you any books, because they will be heavily... thank you so much. Yeah, this is great. It looks like he went right up to the weight limit of, of the standard shipping box. Oh, nice. So this looks like, I don't know if it's sweet or not, but this looks like the knäckebröd that I had for breakfast and lunch, and sometimes dinner in Sweden, a thicker version of it. Wow. A surprise, and it's made it surprisingly, it's only in 3 large pieces instead of like a million crumpled crumbs. My gosh. And these feel hard and sweet. Skolkrit. Wow. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Yeah, so I remember a lot of salt candy and a lot of like other flavors that kind of became... So it looks like a Holland recipe for... Yeah, so some kind of candies. Wow. And we've got the mild... mint drops, but they're mild, so don't worry. Oh wow, and maybe themed like the money. Oh, there's Abyss. You just watch people guess. What is this? What is it? So this looks like something filled. Oh, like okay. So we got cocktail. Yeah. So right. Let people guess in the chat, and we'll see. Abyss can call it. Yeah, these looks like a more savory snack. Maybe some crackers with cheese in them. I don't see anything. It may not be. Sorry, I'll try to give everybody all the verbiage on the bag. Whoa. So is this coffee? This feels like a hard brick. I don't see. Oh yeah, aroma. Yeah, so I'm guessing. Yeah, maybe coffee. Maybe that's coffee. I'm guessing this is coffee. So I will be drinking this on the weekly. I have a good feeling. Nice. Yeah, this feels like a vacuum sealed brick. Oh, and something I can actually read. King Peppermint. Excellent. Wow. And another kind of candy drop. 1878. Get out of here, Europe, with your ancient candy. Crackers with cheese. Nice. Yes. So I did call one right. Yes, these are kind of like a combo, like a cracker with cheese. And is it like a black licorice or like a salt candy? I know those are often black. Nice. So Venco. So I think I can figure out from the graphics what the first two were. So I think the first two, you put on bread and you put it in the toaster and you get a nice melty, chocolatey breakfast or whatever time you're eating it. And this one feels very soft and, oh, this is actually bread. Yeah. This feels soft and delicious. So a Brunner cake. Wow. Yes, so this looks nice. So some bread inside. Oh, yeah, I'll have to eat this before it goes. Well, I will eat some of this on stream, so I guess we can let the chat decide what I should try to eat while I'm flipping through the book. But, oh, my goodness, Matt, envy my snacks, Matt. Wow, thank you so much, Abyss. This is insane. I saw the second box. I'm like, oh, what could be in there? A huge. So this is insane. Thank you so much, Abyss. I can't wait to try. I don't think I've tried anything even close to the types of snacks and stuff that you sent. So I can't wait. Nice. Excellent. Wow. Well, thanks so much. Well, I think I'll start with something that I can pretty much suss out. I'm guessing this is a peppermint candy. I love the retro, and I'm sure this has like been the same forever. Let's see if the company dates anything. Wow. So let's try one of these. I wonder if it's going to be an insane mint because this one said it's mild. So I wonder if they go crazy with their peppermints. So this is a king peppermint. Nice. Oh, it even says king with the crown on it. I'll try not to do too many gross chewing sounds into the microphone. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Oh, it's nice and light. It's not like, what were those things? Altoids from like the 90s. Yeah, that just like knocks you out. Excellent. Yeah, these are good. What does the consistency remind me of? Sorry, now my talking is going to be all lozengey. Wow, thank you so much. Bot comments. Integrated spy. What? Oh, yes, please. What is going on? Wonderful bot comments. Oh, beautiful. Okay, well, give me a yell in the chat if there's something else if there's something you want to find out exactly what it is, based on taste. I'm not going to be able to tell anything about taste, but let's take a look at what's outside the box. Wow, this is great. I'm glad they're doing stuff in English. They should get stuff going on crowdfunding. Because books, I think, especially not huge books, I think their coffee table books might be problematic to ship and have them arrive in good time and not cost a fortune. But a book this size, they could definitely send. And I wonder, there's got to be a bookstore. Oh, I think I thought of that on the last weekly. We should hook them up with like Wayne's Books or somebody that could just hold, could do consignment for them and hold a box of English books that they could just sell. Oh, look at that! From the very start, they give us great graphics. Nice. So original DriveThruRPG 82. Yeah, Target Games 82. First Swedish edition. The Blue Box, I guess that's what they call it, 1982. And Len Ard did the artwork. And then this is DriveThruRPG second edition, The Black Box. They refer to it by Target Games 84. Cover by Michael Whelan. So did they license? This is Elric art, right? So did they license an Elric piece like from a novel or something? That's very Elric. So I always wondered about that. But yeah, they are crediting Michael Whelan, so they're giving the artist the right credit. I wonder if they they license that or just, oh, this is a cool piece of art. And international copyright's a bitch, isn't it? Nice. Outside the box. Oh, very cool. That's all mallards. Mallards on a ship. A mallard raiding party. Yeah, really fun art. All right. Yeah, so first published 2024. And, oh yeah, so they're even doing the printing in Slovenia, so they should be able to get this. Maybe this is in European bookstores. Yeah, so the Johan Egerkrantz, that's definitely his art on the cover there. And nice. Oh yeah, and this is Niels Gulliksson, the mallards in the boat. I think we'll probably see a lot of his art as well, because I think he did Forbidden Lands is a lot of his work, and so that's very retro. It's very nostalgic for Swedish gamers. Nice. Let's see. Yeah, so first edition. Great. Oh, our books may be purchased for bulk or promotional, educational, business use. Yeah. So they're open to that. So hopefully somebody. I'm going to send Wayne's Books if they don't already know that, they're in the book business, so they may already know. But I'll send them an email and see if they know about this, and send the Vendrake contact info. Very cool. So here's the Matt Forbeck forward. Nice. So what's his, he's won all the awards. Oh yeah, so he's worked on, oh that's right, Forbeck is, I mostly recognize his name from the Marvel Multiverse. But he's also worked on Hard West, Warhammer 40k, Tacticus, Minecraft Legends, all right, and Shotguns and Sorcery, a 5e source book. Based on his novels. Get out of here, Matt Forbeck. And then Francesco Nepatello, he's the One Ring guy, right? Yeah. He's working on the War of the Ring. Oh, that's right. He did the War of the Ring design for Ares games and One Ring. Nice. Setting the scene. So the 800-pound gorilla of role-playing game hobby is undoubtedly Dungeons & Dragons. It towers above everyone else and leaves such an imprint on the hobby that it is difficult to imagine any game challenging its popularity. D&D has always been dominant. It has always been the best, and its position proves that levels and escalating hit points must be the ideal role-playing game design. Or does it? Yeah, right. As we talked about, things that immediately competed. And here's a map of Scandinavia if you're not familiar. Oh yeah, do they talk about population in early 80s, kind of when this was born, 8.3 million, 2024 10.7 million. So not, I guess that's, a huge percentage growth. But I wonder, because you don't have, it gets harder to live the higher you go. So yeah, it's better down here. Actually, it doesn't snow down here. I know that from experience. All right, so here's our table of contents. So how did they break this down? So part 1 is every adventure has its beginnings. Who are the new players? Everyone's a writer. The formative games. Part 2 is role-playing games die a slow and painful death. Oh, yeah, I wonder what era they're talking about. Keeping the flame burning. Resurgence. Masters of the computer games. And part 4 is Iron Foundation, Freely Publishing, and A Rising Tide. Very cool. Yes, right. So part 1. So we'll just flip through a little bit, and I don't think so. It looks like this is more. Oh yeah, there's a center color section, but unlike their coffee table books, this is more of a history. So it's not going to be heavily illustrated. So we'll just do a little bit of the how they set things up. So every adventure has a beginning. Even if the exact moment can be difficult to pin down, sometimes you just pick a starting point. And our tale starts on the west coast of Sweden in Gothenburg, where Convention 77 was arranged in 1977. Drawing about 25 participants. Most of the games played were war games. But this year, a younger man named Mikael Borhensen, sorry, Mikael, brought with him something different, a game called Dungeons and Dragons. This was a spark that ignited the Swedish role-playing scene. Wow, so yeah, someone showed up at a wargaming convention with D&D. Oh, I can't wait to read. So maybe I'll read this and just kind of do a little bit of a summary to get people excited to not really a review, but just kind of a summary and give people an idea if they want to read it or not. Yeah, because there's so many things that I didn't know, and especially like history of Mutant and stuff. I didn't know how far it went and what the versions were, because there were eras of the game that I didn't understand at all. Nice. Oh yeah, and then the relationship Chaosium and Target Games. Yeah, there's a relationship there that kind of pinned down Mikael, the designer Cthulhu, his ability to get it in English, released in English, because, basically Chaosium in the US is publishing all the Cthulhu. And he didn't want to upset, because I think the company that was printed his Swedish version, was still dealing with Chaosium, so he didn't want to upset that. And here's Arab Altar, the other setting that we did get. We finally got in English from not Free League, but from another company. They did one of the original settings. Nice. So who are the new players? So the early role-playing gamers played Dungeons & Dragons, RuneQuest, and Traveller. They weren't overly excited about the new Swedish role-playing game, but that wouldn't matter to the success of the game. While Drakar och Demoner was created by a young man out of school, young men out of school and in their 20s, the game appealed massively to a younger audience. A role-playing game was a completely new type of game for them, and the structured rules combined with the promise of exploration and adventure appealed to bookish boys around the age of 15, often already avid readers of adventure, fiction, science fiction, or fantasy. Yes, I can attest to that. Nice. Oh, the chapters have their interludes. Chapter 3, Everyone's a Writer. So ever since the launch of Drakar och Demoner in 1982, there has been an active culture of writing game material among Swedish role players. Role-playing games attracted bookish nerds, many of them passionate about writing their own material and sharing it with others. Everyone's a writer. Yeah. Matt, you want to jump on? You're the linguist here. You want to jump on and pronounce some of this stuff for me? That's right. All right. So chapter 3. So chapter 4 is the formative game. So although Drakar och Demoner was the breakout game, Target Games would go on to publish several other role-playing games that would shape the future of Swedish roleplay. The Target role-playing game product line was a mix of games of their own creation and games licensed and translated to Swedish. Oh, yeah, so they did Chill and Saga of the Ring, so the Middle-earth role-playing game, and West End game Star Wars. Wow. Yeah, they did a lot in Sweden, localizing. Hobby Japan is doing a huge job of that now, which I was surprised by. The publisher of the magazine, basically the Gundam magazine. But they're localizing a ton of stuff for Japan, which is very cool. Yeah, sorry, I should have gotten something set up a little bit better for comments and questions and stuff. Oh, yeah, I don't even have super tips set up. There's nothing set up for this stream. Yeah, because I was thinking it was going to be a cartoon stream, and then I backed out once I figured out I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to get the camera on me standing and drawing and a good angle for any of that. I have to tear apart, basically tear down everything that I have. So sorry, I'm not like trying to scan the book into the camera. I was just trying to read you the beginning of each. This is a big chapter. Just trying to read you the beginnings. Okay, let's take a look at the color plates in the middle here. So here's Friedrich Malmberg at Armageddon in Berkeley. Wow, 1981. So apart from Trivial Pursuit, the great novelty of this year was the Rubik's Cube, which he is holding. The three-dimensional puzzle created by Hungarian architect Erno Rubik. The Rubik's Cube that everyone had under their Christmas tree that year. So Magic World, Steve Perrin. So playtesters in no special order. Oh, yeah, so this is the title page of Magic World by Chaosium from the 1982 credits. So they're saying, yeah, Friedrich Malmberg was a playtester. Swedish Friedrich was often became Fred. Oh, yeah, so maybe they credited him just as Fred. Nice. Thanks, Fred. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. And this plate here, the basement of 2A Sjögatan in Stockholm, as it looks today. This was the first address for Target Games in the 80s. Wow, there we go. What a glamorous beginning. And here's Jean Maniatopoulos, a founder of the Tradition Game Store in Old Town in Stockholm. A Greek in Sweden started a gaming store. Nice. Lou Zaki, our Uncle Lou, who recommended Friedrich move to California and start working at Armageddon. Uncle Lou. And there's Don Rentz, owner and founder of Games of Berkeley, where Malmberg worked during his last period of U.S. stay. Tadashi Ehari, oh yeah, a Japanese guy, was the editor of Chaosium's publication Different Worlds, which was one of the inspirational sources that inspired Target Games to publish their own Swedish counterpart, Syncudus. Yeah, that's right. Those BDFs of that are floating around online. That's a cool gaming magazine, especially if you like Target Games stuff. Nice. And here's his letter from the editor. Yeah, his editorial. All right. Looks like we're at a gaming convention. So Jörg Chodek and Steve Perrin in Chaosium stand at Origins 81. Perrin was a co-founder of Chaosium, and Chodek worked part-time at the company. At this time, Perrin was also Friedrich Malmberg's landlord. Nice. Wow. Oh, yeah, here's the covers of the early Syncudus. So kind of like, their early White Dwarf. But I'm sure, yeah, a lot of great art. So here's the first issue. It was released during the summer of 83, cost 15 kroner, and combined product news, Kins classes for Drucker och Demoner, and as well as adventures called Skeletbins Hemmeligt, The Secret of Skeleton Village, written by Roger Undhagen. The cover illustrations for the first 3 issues were done by Niels Gulliksen. Yeah, you can tell that awesome style. And it's nice they did kind of, multi-tones and spot coloring for the cover to give it a little more pop. That's cool. The illustration of a vicious skeleton was done by Jens Prenke. Second issue did not come out until more than a year later. Wow, so yeah, 83 and 84. So October 84. but there's some Mutant mentioned already. Here's number 3, third issue of Syncadus. So that must be a big section about the magazine. Came out, third issue came out then another year later, during the summer of 85. It features iconic adventure Den Vita Duven, the White Dove, which is the name of a desolate inn being attacked by the duck pirates and his vicious crew. So that's where that's from, is from that adventure. The ducks are attacking the White Dove. All right, so here's Target Games. Was on their way to embark on a train in 1987, and they list all the members. And of course, Fred is there. Friedrich is there. Ole Stalin. Oh, okay. So and it lists people that have passed away. So here's Niels Gullikson, the talented illustrator. He must have a beard by now. He draws so many beards. Who was still in school when he started working for Target Games, who had become one of Sweden's most influential contemporary fantasy illustrators. Wow, the young version. And then Åke Eldberg, the Swedish priest, who also played role-playing games and helped clean up the text for the second edition of Drakar och Demoner. That's funny. Well, you gotta get the church involved, right? And here's Mikkel Pedersen and Gunilla Jonsson, two of the most experienced and successful role-playing game authors in Sweden. It all started in 1984 with Mutant, published by Target. And there it is, the first edition of Mutant by Target Games, 1984, cover by Carl Lundgren, originally for Imram. Oh, so this cover, originally from, so I think that's what they did too. They licensed novel artwork. So this was originally Imram, the novel by William Barnwell. Nice, there we go. Oh yeah, I think we just saw this in my flip through of Mutant. The fact that Target Games chose Niels Gullikson, a young Swedish illustrator, resulted in an art style that was very much grounded in Swedish society and culture. More mutated bears with baby strollers than mohawked punks with attitude. Mutant was the first truly Swedish role-playing game, as it offered a setting very typical to Scandinavian nature and culture. Yeah, I noticed, there was a section of very playful, kind of cute, more, animal art. Because, the tone that we have for Mutant Year Zero, even with the Gen Lab Alpha, they're still pretty tough and, badass animals. They're not pushing baby strollers around. A forbidden zone in Swedish, mispronounced, was forbidden because of the plague, radiation, or something else entirely that the players would make up. The basic idea was that each forbidden zone would draw the players to their next adventure. Nice. So here's Erik Granström, the celebrated creator of Svavelvinter, campaign for Drakar och Demoner in 1980. Lots of plates. This is cool. So here it is, Svavelvinter, the in 1987, cover by Steve Stallberg, who is Swedish despite his Anglo-sounding name, Stephen. So an expert adventure already. Matt's not going to help me with pronouncing. No, I'm all alone. So here's Mutant 2089 in 1989. So the post-apocalyptic cyberpunk world that draws much of the inspiration from Cyberpunk, the Artelsarian game in 88 by Pondsmith. Mutant 2089 rebooted the whole Mutant franchise and brought the post-apocalypse from Swedish countryside into bustling megacities. And then, Chronopia, here we go, Drakar och Demoner Chronopia. 1994. So Target Games 1994, the Final Fantasy reboots, the final fantasy reboot of DriveThruRPG franchise. So their last reboot and last setting, but it also got a war game. Yeah, whenever I see those two words together, I always pronounce them together. Oh, nice. There we go. And Cult. Target Games 1991, a Clive Barker-inspired horror RPG that wanted to push just about every limit there was. Cult presented a world where everything about reality was a lie. Humankind has fallen from the godhood to captivity and is trapped in an elaborate and cruel illusion. Beings that hold humanity captive and who refuse to let them see the world as it is are horrible, grotesque, and beautiful all at the same time. Covered by Peter Andrew Jones. Nice. Yeah, those are the plates. That's cool. All right, part 2. So chapter 5, role-playing games die a slow, painful death. So role-playing games exploded onto the Swedish youth culture scene in 82, and for the rest of the 80s and the beginning of the 90s, the phenomena grew with each passing year. For a while, it seemed as if every teenage boy and quite a few girls in the country had played DriveThruRPG or Mutant at least once, but the momentum would eventually stall. What did they give a year as? Yeah, I kind of felt that too. Yeah, 94. So yeah, and that's the kind of rise of cheap computers. Not quite the internet yet, but then people that aren't interested in computer science are computer gaming. So yeah, Doom and Quake and all of that. So by the late 90s, people are being very distracted. Yeah, I like to see how they kind of track that development. All right. So here we go, chapter 6. Keeping the flame burning. Every role-playing gamer knows that nothing ever truly dies. But an outer god, a murderous villain, or a persistent trope, or indeed even a beloved hobby. So even though the concept of the death of the Swedish role-playing games was bandied about amongst gamers of all stripes at the end of the 90s and well into the new century, in the end, every hobby showed remarkable resilience. All right, our interlude. So resurgence. Well, the death of the role-playing game was a recurring discussion in the hobby during the 90s and even beyond. Not everyone agreed with this premise. Sure, Target Games was on the decline and DriveThruRPG had more or less dropped from the public eye, but while many were preoccupied with doom and gloom, another publisher had been slowly building the pushing the envelope of Swedish game design. Based in Gothenburg, Neo Games started as a small press publisher in 1991, spending their first years flying under the radar. So somebody comes in to do what Target Games was. And Target Games, yeah, they died by... Were they dead by 2000? I can't remember because they kind of just dropped everything. We lost, the much of what could have been, exploring the interesting setting of the Old Earth, the tribes of Old Earth for Mutant Chronicles, all that stuff. So Chapter 8, Masters of the Computer Game. So role-playing games would also have a profound influence on the Swedish computer gaming industry. The story involves many familiar names and introduces a few new ones who will feature in later chapters. All right, so yeah, and I'm so surprised how many people, I guess looking for steady work, went from tabletop to computer games, especially in the 90s. An iron foundation. When looking at Swedish role-playing playing hobby, the publishers who are active today, is impossible to overlook Fria League Publishing. That's for sure. Yeah, so hopefully they go through the origin of Free League, because there's some fun details and stuff in there. How they oh, good, we got some more color plates. Nice. So there's Siege of the Citadel, Swedish version, and the art. Look at that, Paul Bonner. Yeah, so Kampen om Citadelet, the Swedish version of Siege of the Citadel. Oh, they don't give a year. Oh, 93. Okay, yeah, so 1993. And Paul Bonner holding the British illustrator Paul Bonner and his original painting that was used for the front and back covers of the Mutant Chronicles. Yeah, look at that. Nice. Wow, that's the size he painted. Yeah, I guess that's pretty. Yeah. Yeah, because there's something in progress behind him. I guess he does paint, yeah, about that size. I thought he painted bigger because there's so much detail in his stuff. There we go. There's a close-up. So there's Mutant Chronicles, 1993, yet another reboot of Mutant aimed at competing with Games Workshop and their Warhammer universe. Don't you know? And here's the cover art for the Bauhaus supplement, one of the mega corporations in Mutant Chronicles. It has a small blood stain on it as the Target Games team gathered around the drawing table to look at a new batch of Paul Bonner art. Editor Hendrik Strunberg suddenly had a nosebleed. The blood was removed digitally, but remains on the original art piece. Where's the blood? Oh, that's so funny. He dripped blood. Oh, maybe this is the digital version. Yes, I don't see any blood. Maybe he just had a Bauhaus allergy. That's so funny. Yeah, so I wonder who owns this piece with the DNA of Hendrik. All right, Doom Trooper, there we go. So Swedish version of Doom Trooper, collectible card game in the Mutant Chronicles universe, released in 1995. To the right of the booster packs from the expansions of Warzone and the Mortificator. In total, 6 expansions were released. And of course, the SNES, nice. Look at that screen. Doom Trooper even made it to Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis. So Playmates Toys discovered the IP, and the video game was developed by Adrenaline Entertainment and released in November 95. I think I've got a ROM of this we should play on the channel. So here's Neotech. Neotech by Neo Games, 1993, is a cyberpunk game that aims to be a bit less brutal than its contemporaries. The game presents a high-tech setting and allows for players to take on the roles of street punks as well as corporate stooges. After the collapse of both the US and Russia, the European Union has become the new superpower. Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Finland, and the Faroe Islands have formed the United States of Scandinavia. Oh, we got to play this. The United States of Scandinavia. I wonder if it ever got translated. Agriculture is mostly mechanized and most people live inside huge cities. United States of Scandinavia. And then Eon by Neo Games. Eon 1996 is a fantasy game that was called Avalon during most of its development. It takes place in a world called Mundana, a map framework in which individual writers can add their own countries with their own perspectives and priorities. Eon sold in the tens of thousands, and Neo Games supported it with around 40 separate rules expansions and information about the setting, books on monsters and foes, more information about playable kin, and more rules for combat, and more. Wow. So that's Neo Games. So here's Marco Berman and Carl Johan Ström, founders of Neo Games. In this image, they pose for a photo that was used as a Game Master screen that was released in 1993. Of course they did, because the head of the company that did the first Max Payne was Max Payne. I think one of the executive producers just posed for the comics, and he became Max Payne in that first and second game, I think. So here's Magnus Molnberg and Theo Bergqvist, who were the co-founders of Riot Minds. I've never seen a photo of them. So co-founders of Riot Minds. Riot Minds took over Drakar och Demoner franchise from Target Games and set it in their own fantasy world, Trudvang. Nice. The creators of Trudvang. And also, yeah, they've got their new game going. It's kind of all digital with a dice roller and everything in a website right now. So here we go. Drakar och Demoner by Riot Minds. So this is their release. The Paul Bonner, cover by Paul Bonner's, heavily inspired by the works of Swedish painter John Bauer. Yeah, definitely. And Paul Bonner's original work that was used for the revised Drakar och Demoner 2003. Yeah, this is the thing that, really got me to get excited about Trudvang. And that story, when we read through the art book and kind of the, and it was, illustrator, the Spanish name I'm blanking, Tapia. Tapia and Bonner, kind of their stuff going back and forth, really fleshed out this world for them, and made it quite vivid and brutal. Oh, nice. Paul Bonner's studio in Copenhagen is full of inspirational artwork by John Bauer, as well as trolls and gnomes of various kinds. And here's the first edition of Mutant Undergangens, Arvetagar. So this is Jahrenringen 2002. This is Jahrenringen's complete reboot of the Mutant franchise. Wow, in 2002, which found its niche of devoted fans. The cover art is painted in watercolor by Anders Mumar, whose brother Karim now works as the head of creative at Paradox. Oh, wow. And the figure standing in the foreground was originally a separate piece. Interesting. The movie, nice. Official poster for Mutant Chronicles, the movie that was based on the role-playing game Mutant Chronicles, was produced by Edward Pressman and finally premiered in October 2008. Scenes from Mutant Chronicles, the movie starred Thomas Jane as Mitch Hunter, Ron Perlman as Brother Samuel, John Malkovich as Constantine, and Benno Furman as Max Steiner. Yes, it did. And it had a lot of the things that happened at that time where there was no sets, basically. Everything was green screen. The first Swedish edition of, Mutant Year Zero. Oh, yeah. Arno. Yeah, so I guess Year Zero. Arno from 2014 by Fria Ligan. This version was funded by a Kickstarter campaign and printed in no more than 1,000 copies. Wow, the first version of Mutant Year Zero, they only printed 1,000 copies for the crowdfunder, so they only needed 1,000 books. Wow. They started small and grew fast. Free League co-founder Thomas Hernstam plays Droko Timona with his brother in the family kitchen in 1985. There we go. Early evidence. Oh, more. So by the end of the book, we'll get here, right? Mörkborg is a role-playing game inspired by the extreme metal music and created by Pelle Nielsen and Johan Noor. First edition was published by Stockholm Cartel and distributed by Free League in 2020. And then illustrator Simon Stollenhog's tribute to Carl Lundgren's color illustration of the original Mutant by Target Games in 1984. Stollenhog's illustration was used for the cover of Mutant Year Zero, the starter booklet. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Yeah, I know I've seen that art. Tribute artwork. Very cool. And then finally, Kandra. So renowned artist Johan Egerkrans also loves to hint back at retro art. His Assassin Duck on the Dragonbane rulebook, Free League 2023, is a tribute to Peter Jonsson's original cover art of the Draco Octomona supplement Kandra. Oh, yeah. So there we go. Here's your little stone arch there. Kandra, the Arab Altar Volume 1, Target Games 86 by Leif Uren. Nice. Yeah, so he definitely was a fan and looked through all this stuff. So here we go, the big chapter, Chapter 10. So Free League Publishing, one of the cornerstones of Jahrenringen's strategy was to engage with fans and involve them in the game. For example, by joining the discussion on the web forum and encouraging them to create fan material. This led to lively discussions between the members of the Jahrenringen and the fans, but also between the fans themselves. The forum became a vehicle for the fans to post ideas, expansions, adventure seeds, everything that a thriving role-playing game could need. Cool. Yeah, I'm really curious about the full history of Free League. This will be a fun. Yeah, if they started online, wow, that's crazy. Because we've seen a lot of that, things that go from forums and muds and stuff to become companies now. Is this the last? I think maybe 10 might be the last chapter. So get the history of Free League up to the, Rising Tide. I think this is the last one. So, A Rising Tide, there is no denying that Free League is the poster child of the Swedish role-playing game industry, but if you look beyond the success of games such as Tales from the Loop, Alien, and Dragonbane, you also find a thriving cottage industry of small and medium-sized publishers. Nice. Oh yeah, Helmgast. That's who published the Arab Altar. Helmgast was the guys that did that original setting for Dragonbane. That was just crowdfunded. And the afterword. Nice. And then the back plates. Music. I can't believe it started that small in Sweden. But I guess, there's not that many players in Sweden. So getting this into English, getting both of these games into English, I think really was huge. For Free League. Wow. I can't wait to get through this. There's a lot of good stuff in here. Thank you so much, Abyss. This is insane. This is really great. I'm glad we've got an English version of this. And it's important because, like Sweden can tell this story to themselves over and over again. And it's a very limited audience. So it's good to, because, the rest of the world is enjoying these games now in English. So very cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there was a mention of cult. Sorry. Yeah, Miguel. There was a mention. There was in the plate, so probably when they were talking about the smaller games rising, we had a nice reference to cult. Where was it? And it was at the end of these book plates. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, right at the end of that first plate section, they talked about 91 cult first edition. Nice. Oh, thank you so much, Abyss. This is amazing. Above and beyond. I'm going to DM the hell out of you guys. You're going to hear me chewing the whole time, though. The whole time we're playing, I'm just, wow. Okay, any votes? Can you see everything in the screen? Yeah, I think everything is there. So maybe these need to be toasted. So any other votes? I tried the Kings. These are really good. They're not insanely minty. They're nice, kind of, and they go on the whole time. Oh, actually, I'm gonna try the bread that's in the Ziploc because I know this will probably go bad first. Everything else is sealed, so this probably has a shorter shelf life. And I might even put this in the fridge because it is really warm and humid. So this is. I'll tell you what kind of flavor this is. So this is the Borin cake, Gesniden. 400 grams. He sent 400 grams of cake. But it looks like, just. Oh, so maybe hazelnut? Yeah. Okay. Let's try this. Oh, this looks great. And I've got my coffee ready, so. Should it be toasted? No, is this just on bread? Abyss? Seriously? So you just put this on regular bread. This guy's, because this I'm assuming that what you would do with this is put it on bread and put it in the toaster, and then it just becomes gooey, wonderful. So not toasted. Wow. Yeah. So not toasted. Interesting. So try this guy. Oh, smells good. So I don't see anything that's indicating the THC level of the product, so I should be fine, right? Nice. Look at that. Yeah, like a little, like a pound cake or like a shortcake. That's nice. Wow. Yeah, very, very buttery and very sweet. Not very sweet, but sweet. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, what does that remind me of? That's really good. Farmer cake. Okay. Yeah, this feels very like a close simulation of like something your mom or grandma would bake. Nice. Chewing into the microphone. Oh, it's really good. Wow. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's nice. It's heavy, but not like overly sweet. That's the thing I had a lot of trouble with going back to the US is every dessert that's not like a European dessert is just insanely sweet. It just like breaks your taste buds. It's so it's so over the top. But I think Europe and then in turn Japan. So you don't toast this? This is just straight on bread? Nice. Oh, can I put it on this bread? Wait, can we? I'm gonna get crazy. Oh, locally made. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, like a pound cake. Right, pound cake. That sounds good. Oh, wow. That's really good. Yeah, that's right. The consistency feels like pound cake. Is this the standard flavor, or do they do different flavors? Do they do chocolate or like burnt caramel? Because always, I think that's a weird thing Japan does is when they have a recipe from Europe, they try to incorporate domestic flavoring, and so you get like black sugar or matcha or something. Wow, that's really good. I can't believe what good condition everything arrived in. So I'm not toasting this. Nice. Oh, cool. And it's got a spout too. That's great. So you can just, and then shake it on. Nice. Okay, any votes? Oh, the pound cake was really good. Farmer's cake. The farmer's cake was really good. Oh, here, I'll separate the books from the food now. Wow. All right. Anybody have any requests for what we should try? And I guess I'm not going to be eating the coffee, so we can move the coffee into them. Wow. Very good. Oh, okay. Chocolate or with fruit and cherries. Oh, yeah. I could see that, like a pancake with cherries in it. Nice. Nice. Oh, cool. Okay, and it'll keep for a long time. Yeah, Clarion, which should we try next? I'm guessing this is mint. This could be coffee flavored because the coffee says coffee with spelled with 2 F's and an I and an E. This could be salt candy or licorice. I'm guessing this might be. Wow. Enlarged size. And these are, cheese crackers. What sounds good? Okay, here we go. The barrel. Oh, yes. All right. Thank you, Calarion. This looks very recognizable. Nice. And it says cocktail, so it would probably be good with beer. All right. Oh. So is it... Oh, there's peanuts in there, too. Yeah, it's like a mix. I don't see any peanuts in the cover, are there? Yeah, I think there's peanuts in here. Are there? Wow. Okay. So here, let me give you a. Yeah, that's a peanut, right? I smelled some peanuts. Wow, these are really good. Oh no, so those are nuts in the middle. That's not cheese or anything. Oh, nice. So it's like peanuts coated with a wow, that's really good. What flavor is that? It's almost tomato-y or something. It's very savory. No allergies. Yeah. That would be great. I have an extreme nut allergy, Abyss. We're not going to finish the stream alive. Yeah, no, I don't have any food allergies. Those are really good. Yeah, this is a perfect kind of beer snack. Because you're not just eating nuts. It's it's coated, and so it's a little crunchy and has a wow. Is that a cheese? It's like a cheese or some kind of very savory flavor. Nice. Oh, those are so good. I'm going to know exactly what to what to buy next time I'm in the Netherlands. What to buy with my beer. Well, these are really good. Nice. So is that the kind of standard flavor, or is cocktail? So is cocktail the flavor? Wow, that's really good. And they have different ones. Yeah, it's like cheese. It's like it's a cheesy, but very it's very salty and savory coating for peanuts. It's really good. Since 1806. Oh my god. We had this technology in 1806. Wait, Kalarion was trying to kill me with my nut allergy? That would be insane. Especially off camera, you would just see me like, you know, shaking, and then my head would just go thump onto the table. Yeah, these are really good. Yeah, I'm going to have to get some beer for these. These are great. Yeah, I got to be careful. Things get stale very easy here, and the humidity. Wow. Really good. Oh, wow. Everything has been great. Okay, so Clarion, explain. So this is just for like a topping for just bread, or do you toast the bread? Do you toast the bread first and then put this on, or you put this on and then put it in the toaster? I don't want it to be flammable. It's so heavy. There's so much chocolate. Nice. Cocoa, butter, sugar, and chocolate, or cacao. Nice. And I have until 2027, so you're going to see these on stream a lot. What about BattleTech? Oh. Oh, a BattleTech snack. Ah, right. Yeah, would it? Yeah, maybe it would. But there's there's melty stuff in Japan to put on toast, and they have different kind of squeezable stuff they can put on before, and then it gets all, you know, melted like it was just baked or whatever. What is it? There's one that turns your toast into curry bread, into Japanese karepon. Just a topping that you put on that when it heats, it kind of creates that it simulates that fried coating of the curry breads. And it has that taste. So there's a couple of like weird toaster experimental things here. Oh, all right. So what should we try? What should we try next? These black flavored ones, or black colored things look a little scary. I wonder if they're going to be all salt or all licorice. Maybe licorice. I'm guessing. Oh, these look like they have some fun shape. That's like, is that a cat or a dog? Oh yeah, so these are a little softer. These felt pretty hard. I thought these were going to be like marshmallows, but these are pretty hard. And let's see. Oh, this is. Yeah, this is pretty hard too. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of help. So the okay. Wait, which ones? Hagelslag are chocolate sprinkles or granules, a few millimeters long, which are sprinkled on slices of buttered bread or rusk. Oh, okay, so that's how you get it to stick to the bread. I get it. That's why I was thinking you had to melt it, because yeah, if you just put sprinkles on bread and then you take a bite, just sha. Okay, so buttered bread or okay, that makes sense. Nice. So buttered bread or buttered like a hard bread. Nice. Traditionally eaten by the Dutch for breakfast or lunch. Okay, so on buttered bread. So I'll do that. I'll definitely do that then. Because I was trying to figure out if this was showing toasted bread or not. Okay, so yeah, you definitely need something to stick to it. Nice, and then you get chocolate and butter. Oh, get out of here. That's great. Very good. Okay, I'm going to have off camera, I'm going to have another pound cake. More farmer's cake. Okay. So that makes more sense. And you didn't make me set my toaster oven on fire. Licorice. Which one is your guess is licorice? Venco? No, I think this is mint. Should we try the licorice? Are we voting? Oh, Miguel votes licorice. I'm guessing this is licorice. Let's find out. Oh, nice. And look at that. They show you where to open it, like all good products should do, and not make you force them open. What? Wait, no, I think this is salt. No? No, what is it? What is it? Okay. I don't smell the licorice smell. Is that? It's a little black cat. Yeah, I think it's a little black cat, isn't it? The shape. Look at that cat shape. Very cute. Okay, here we go. Down the hatch. So it's like a gummy. It's like a hard gummy. Oh, and there's kind of now and laters in there too. Or are these exploding gas capsules? Is this cyanide? So, yeah, it's like a hard gummy. Oh, yeah, that's licorice. But it's not. Yeah, interesting. And I'm mixing up flavors because it's just a bite of bread. Yeah, it tastes like licorice. Like black licorice flavor. When I smelled it, I didn't smell anything sweet or licoricey, so it smelled wow. So this is two things? Licorice and something else? Because it's like, wow. Very strong licoricey flavor, but yeah, kind of very, like a root flavor, like a very natural licorice flavor, like a licorice root, like if you just chewed on a licorice root. Not the sweetened or done, they didn't do anything to it. Very natural flavor. Yeah, that's why it smelled a little salty. And what are these? I'm trying one of these little capsule deals now. So those are just kind of sweet. So maybe to kind of eat both. Oh yeah, that's a more like my idea of the traditional licoricey flavor. When you eat one of the sweet ones with the licorice ones. Well, it's very what's this one? Oh, here's a first aid. A little cross. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's definitely like a black licorice, but very natural. Multi-mix. Ah, yeah. So it's got these guys and these guys. Mostly these guys. Wow. I haven't tasted. So is that licorice? I think that's what that is, right? Because it's kind of that sweet, kind of, aromatic root taste. But it's in a gummy. It's in kind of a very chewy gummy. Wow. Yeah, I couldn't tell. And maybe because of the way the candy's, kind of sealed so it doesn't give off a lot of smell, because I thought it would be a salt. It might be a salt candy because it didn't have any. There's not overwhelming sweetness. Wow. And now it's all stuck in my teeth. Well, those are good. This reminds me, the flavors, in Japanese candies, and a lot of them are supernatural, are very just a natural taste. They don't go for kind of like recreating some kind of, chemically or artificially recreating the taste of something. So it has a lot of natural taste. Like if the gummy is supposed to taste like a certain grape or a certain berry or whatever, it just tastes like that. It's not like this weird enhanced version of it or simulated version of it. So this it tastes very natural. The natural flavoring. Nice. But now my teeth are so full of them. Oh, here we go. This is the best unboxing ever. All right, what should we try? I don't have any butter or bread right now. I might have butter, but I don't have any good bread. Is this sweet or is this rusk? Is this like a hard cracker bread? So can I put? Maybe that's a bad combination because this looks very whole. Well, maybe okay. Can I put butter on this and then put this on this buttered? I don't know. I don't want to do any alchemy that will cause troubles. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's try the. I'm guessing these are coffee. Oh, they gave us a little cheat sheet here. Don't look. Yep, Dutch coffee candies. Oh, I bet these are good. These look really good. That kind of toffee. Anything that's twisted on both ends. That old school, like a saltwater taffy or any other things like that. Only one way to find out. No, it might be. This might be the it's hard candy. I was assuming it was like a Tootsie Roll or something you could bite into it, like these licorice guys. Wow, that's really good. That's really good. So like sweet black coffee. Nice. Oh, they got these must be for the tourists because they're multilingual. Oh, there's milk in there too. No, not black coffee, like a milky coffee. Yeah, like a sweet milky coffee. Like if you wow. So let me see. Sorry about all the crinkling noise. Is the coffee flavor just coffee? Oh, coffee extract. Yep. Yeah, it tastes very much like actual coffee. Wow. Okay, it's going to be a while before I can try anything else because this is going to take a while to deal with. Oh, wow. Really good. So what else is going on? Okay, so yeah, I finished editing the unboxing for Outgun Superhero. So we should do some superhero stuff on the channel. Maybe do like a week, maybe towards like the end of the year. Maybe that's what we could do, like theming for the holidays, is just do some superhero sessions and either make the same superhero in different systems and just do one-shots and see how they play. Because there's a bunch now, and I've been finding a bunch of stuff. There's an Australian superhero game that I had no idea even existed. It was done by, created by a guy that owned a game store. So he kept it in print because he could just sell it at his game store. And I'm blanking on what it was called. It was called something funny. But yeah, we've got to play around with this superhero stuff while we're getting Doomsday. That's gonna be such a shit show. Doomsday in the theaters. So let me see. It was called. I thought I found a PDF of it. It might just be on my phone still. Yeah, but there was another fun Australian. I didn't know there was a lot of domestic Australian stuff. Oh, here's the folders. Maybe I made it a folder. And I want to try the original Dark Conspiracy too. It's that same era. It's the Game Designers Workshop, kind of standard system. So that might be fun. Nope, I don't see it. It must just only be on my phone. I've been trying to, if I find something, save it off and then move it from my phone to Google Drive, but it doesn't always work. Yeah, let me do one more check here. Yeah, but there's a lot of funny stuff to try, and I think the the worse the game, the more fun it would be to try to play it if we can't get it to, make any sense or make it work right. That'd be fun. No. Oh, and Growth Industry came out the kind of quick starter playtest for Lowlife, the Dungeon Degenerates, the Shane Aberg, kind of grim, and I forget what his tag is for, but grim and messed up fantasy, kind of like Warhammer fantasy style. No, I don't have it on my phone. But I'll find that again. I'll find the name of that again. There's all kinds of silly superheroes. So we've got the Marvel Multiverse, the Hotshot City, or Longshot City, the Troika one, and then I don't know if we'll go into the Champions world, but Villains and Vigilantes, and now Outgun Superheroes. Some pretty fleshed out systems for just doing supers. And we can test to see, because I think Marvel Multiverse, the intention is to be able to play all different leveled, or all different kind of tier of, power tier characters all at the same time together. But it looks like Outgunned is like you have to kind of decide ahead of time. Are you doing street level? Are you doing world saving? Are you doing universe saving stuff? And then that lets you have different, you make different choices during character creation. Oh. Oh yeah, street level super stuff. Nice. Yeah, I'll get you that. I'll mention that game when I can get it off my phone. I thought for sure, but it was an interesting story. I forget where I saw somebody's blog was talking about it, and it was interesting that it had been around, I think, since the 90s, and the guy just kept it going because he and did, like, back in the day, did like starter sets and stuff, like boxed sets for the game, and kind of just kept it alive because he had a place to always sell it. Oh, here it is. Super Squadron. That's right. Do I have a... Oh yeah, wait, I can put it over here, I think. Is there a full screen? Well, it's not quite full screen, but here, I'll flip over and show you guys. Super Squadron, the complete superhero role-playing game system. Wow. Yeah, this doesn't look... Well, I don't know. I haven't read the rules, so I'm not sure it's street level or not. But yeah, Joseph Italiano. And let's zoom in here. Do we have dates? 83. Yeah, no, this is... Wow, this is early days. Adventure Simulations is his company, 1983. So yeah, this made me think, oh yeah, 80s superhero RPGs. So here's another one that might be fun to just try, see if it even works. But look at that. Look at that Italiano. Look at that Australian flag in the logo too. Adventure Simulations. I guess, yeah, following in the footsteps of TSR's mention. Oh, good, my microphone. I switched scenes and didn't even consider if the microphone would actually be working or not. Nice. And crazy artwork not done by professional comic book artists. Cool. So yeah, so there's some fun stuff floating around there. And if anybody knows of any other stuff worth mentioning, we should try it. Oh, back to the snacks. But I'm still working on this coffee. Yeah, Clarion, they do. Yeah, check out the unboxing. I flipped through the book. So yeah, they kind of give you 3 tiers to help you decide how you want to play it. And I think if they're doing kind of MCU, the default setting, the Netflix default would be street level, but the MCU Disney movies would be universe or probably Earth planet level with occasional excursions off. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And they do have a really wide variety of the feats and powers and their archetypes to do basically anything that you can think of, inspired by comic book stuff, and do interesting combinations. They tried to show that in the art too, that you could kind of tease. You could go gunslinger, but you could have a demonic, magic pistol. So you can kind of do, and I think what was the last game? Oh, DC. Yeah, the DC. That's right. The DC online. I don't know, whatever the MMO, the DC MMO. So it's free to play now, and it went up on and it just launched for Xbox a few months ago. And so I made a demonic gun shooter. So he's like demonic powers, firing pistols, but it's all like demon energy, demonic dark magic. So you can do interesting, combinations of stuff like that if you want to have some magic or energy or some kind of manipulation, but also play more street level. So it could be fun. I'm going to have that black cat in my teeth for a very long time, I feel. Nice. Yeah, very cool. Thank you so much, Abyss. I cannot believe how generous you are. So yeah, please please keep playing with us. It's been really fun to have you as a player, especially in the OSR stuff. And hopefully it's been fun for you to play to be in the senior home with the old folks playing their game. With the new and cleaned up rules. Oh yeah, those are coming. Those are coming this year, right? So probably before the end of the year, we're going to get the new 2026 revision of Old School Essentials. They're going to do the physical books. And somebody was arguing about something for Old School. There was a preview, or something was mentioned about a rule change. Oh yeah, I think a death save kind of rule change that they added. So I think they're trying to do everything in one book, but make it very modular, so let you use and not use various things, and make a lot of stuff optional. But yeah, their idea for death saves was different and interesting. But yeah, they got to be careful, because that's what happened to Beckme, is they kind of made it kind of weird. Just sticking to basic and expert, and trying to, that's not a perfect system, but it's got exactly that kind of level of old school stuff that I like. But that's very American from the 80s flavoring. I don't think like British players or maybe European players have those same tastes. So yeah, very funny. And I got to get Matt to run Exodus when is Matt still with us? I'll send Matt the PDFs, and he can run us a session of Exodus. God. We'll probably hear a single gunshot on the stream. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was looking at Huckleberry. I almost backed this, but I'm kind of glad I didn't. I'm not like in love with it, but it's kind of weird. Weird, spelled with a Y, WYRD. Weird West, where you're kind of a gunslinger fighting demonic incursions, kind of stuff. You're creating a maverick as your character. But yeah, when I looked at the PDF, I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'd ever be able to get this to the table. Something about the blurb when they crowdfunded it was interesting. And what else is going on? Yeah. So we've got a whole other part 2. X5, X4 leads right into X5. So we got a whole nother part 2 to play. Hopefully you guys can stay angry at that evil cleric long enough to get us there. Nice. Yeah, so I gotta come up with because you can't quite. Yeah, there you can see it right there. I'm having trouble the angle. I thought I had the angle figured out before, but I'm having trouble with the camera shadow on the tabletop surface. So I thought I had that worked out. better angle-wise, but the I keep having to switch the arm between front-facing and down-facing. But that's cool. Oh, these look so good. I love chocolate, so I can't wait to try these, and especially with especially kind of breakfast. That would be good. Yeah, I ate buttered bread, like kind of baguette, kind of buttered bread with a slice of cheese on it. Like I think every morning for my breakfast for homestay in Sweden. If I knew there was a chocolate option in Northern Europe, I would have sought it out. Very good. Sorry, I'm still working on this coffee. This coffee candy. It's going to be a while. It should be like the professionals and I have a bucket off screen that I can just drop things into. I'm glad I got that sound thing figured out. That's weird. I haven't used this configuration before. And I guess maybe in OBS, the new default is when you add a source, it adds all of its inputs, so I'm just adding the video camera. I just want the video, overhead video, but it's adding the audio source as well. And it's hidden, that's the frustrating thing, is it adds it and it's a hidden source. So I had no idea. Nice. Oh yeah, Abyss. Yeah, I think you might be right. Having deaths, it's something. I forget what it was. It wasn't quite, the stuff that they. Where did they start doing that first? In 4th edition, where you're saving every round. But yeah, I think there is going to be a lot of stuff that would ruin it if you included it, because you can, in what we're playing now, they give you the option to split, race and class already, kind of as a version of advanced D&D. And I think that wouldn't be great. I think it's more, I just like race as class. I think that works well enough. Although, it is pretty punishing. All of the demi-humans are looking at their XP charts going, I'm never going to level ever, because they're trying to restrict it to you only, you're not getting very high level, which makes it difficult once we go outside the BX modules, because, some of them get very high level. And if you're never going to get there, we're going to have really, a lot of a big balancing act kind of scaling stuff. Nice. Spit it out like an underpaid hooker. Nice. So yeah, what else? What's the next thing we should try? It'll have a little coffee. I'm not going to be able to totally clear my palate from the coffee. So yeah, this was good. This tasted very natural. I'm not a huge black licorice fan, but the American version of black licorice is so sickening sweet that I think they've ruined the licorice flavor, because they always did like the red and black was the licorice whips, like the long kind of strands of licorice. And black licorice was always kind of sickening sweet, but this had a very natural flavor. Okay, so so maybe we should do a row of things we've tried and a row of things we haven't yet. Get organized. Oh, there's not that. Okay, yeah, we've tried a lot. Okay, so this will require toast, not toast, it's bread and butter, and this will require brewing. Right? I'm right about that. Right? This is coffee. This feels. Oh yeah. Spoilers. Yeah. Nice. Is it instant coffee? Because I have hot water always. No, it looks like a filter here. So it looks like a grind. Look at that. I'm deducing from symbols, just like in Japan. All right. So here's our last 3 contestants. So what are we going for? The Schulkriet, the Mundrup, or the hard bread? And if there's anything that's intended, Abyss, let me know. Anything that's intended to be eaten differently or done differently. Great snacks, though. This is really good. I mean, this is even in the import stores in Japan. I haven't seen a lot of snacks like this style, so that's great because I think they're real picky and careful. They curate things like only for Japanese taste. So not for the crappy foreigners that hang out here. Nice. Okay, where are we going here? Mint. Should we go back to mint? Let's try the mint. Nice. Is this one? Oh, this one has a... Yeah, you guys have great packaging. I got spoiled with this in Japan and then go back to America and you just have to like chew on the corner until it opens. They don't make it easy to open anything. Yeah, nice. The civilized world where things are opened. All right, so here's our Munt drop. Oh no, what is this mint? It's not mint, is it? But it's mild something. Is it? Is it mild something? Is it money? Is this just money? Money set on fire? This is 25. 25 clean. Oh, that's the brand. There we go. Is this another licorice? Are you getting me with another licorice? I thought for sure this would be mint. Oh. Oh, yeah. It's similar to this, but stronger. Saltier. Is it salt? I'm sorry, I associate every black candy with, either licorice or salt. I have a very, very big bias. Ah. Chewy. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is much chewier. Ah, chewy middle. Ah, means coin. Oh, okay. Okay. It's just tasting very similar, but no sweetness. Almost like this has the sweet mix to kind of, I don't know, change the flavor, kind of lighten the flavor. This tastes like it has salt or something in it to change the licorice flavor more to a salt taste. Well, I don't know what the word for salt is, so I'll never be able to find out. Oh, it's gluten-free, thank goodness. Oh, try to translate the Dutch words like they were English. So you said, yeah, Munt is middle. Middle, drop, mild. Oh, did you say that? Yeah. Oh. So school, school. Oh, chalk? Is it supposed to look like chalk? Yeah, so is this supposed to... So this is very salty money. Is that salt? It's much saltier. So this has I think it's both the licorice flavor, but this is a saltier version, and this has a sweeter version. Yeah, so is this school... Is this... I see. So imitating other languages. So school Crete. Oh wow. Is this just chalk? You're gonna make me eat a bag of blackboard chalk? Is that what you're doing? This isn't food anymore, is it? This is just what the what you use when you're surveying construction. Okay, let's give one of these guys a shot. It's just chalk. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna eat blackboard chalk. Oh, this is nice. Okay, this is my favorite version. If in the middle of this is what I think it is, which we'll find out. Oh no, not as dark as I thought. Here's the middle. That's good. I've never. Oh, wow. So there's like a French, like a candy that has this kind of flavoring. Yeah, this has been. Well, these are amazing. These guys are really good. But this might be my favorite of these three. Yeah, that's really good. It wasn't blackboard chalk. You didn't get me. Wow, it's really good, and it's not too hard. Like these are very chewy, like licorice, like licorice drops. This isn't so bad, but there's nothing sweet. If it tastes very savory, very salty. This is nice because it's like I don't know if it's a sweet coating on the outside, but it's got a little crunch to it, and it's a good combination of whatever is on the coating and whatever's in the middle. Makes a good combination. Very good. Ah, crunch. Ah, okay. School crunch. Delicious chalky crunch. I wish Matt was awake to help us with the okay, so this is gonna be hard to keep from getting broken. I really want to try this to find out if it's sweet or if it's just like the hardtack kind of cracker. Yeah, my Finnish grandmother used to always have the hardtack. I think that's what she called it. But the kind of like the hard bread. Okay. I can't believe this arrived. Oh, no, this is not. Oh, no. This is like a big cookie. Is this sweet? Is this amazing? Oh, it smells good. No. Yeah, this is really good. Oh, this smells really good. So, Veluruusbrook. Oh, wow. This is sweet and delicious smelling. I can't believe it arrived in as many pieces as it did. As a few pieces as it did. Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow, more like a cookie. Is that... What's the flavoring? It's not cinnamon. Is it cinnamon? It's maybe. Abyss pre-broke it. The delicious school chalk. Wow, this is really good. Yeah, I thought this was going to be like a hard bread. Wow. So the post office did a good job of preserving the pre-broken bread. Yeah, this is really good. I'm trying to figure out the flavor. Was the smell? When I first smelled it, I thought it was cinnamon, but it's got another flavor. Really good. Thank you for the local stuff, because I'm sure that's impossible. They're never going to get hooked up with an importer. Wow, thank you. What a rare treat. This has been really fun. Yeah, thank you so much, Abyss. I'm so grateful, the group that's kind of formed, especially in Discord around the channel, and we've had fun playing together and can do stuff for each other. Yeah, I'd like to do something where we could, somehow figure out some kind of physical meetup that would be, survivable by everybody. Find a good midpoint and rent a house and play some games for a week. Do something stupid like that. That would be really fun. This is really good. Yeah, Miguel, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Yeah, because the everything was marked though, so maybe that helped. They did definitely take everything out of the box because there was that customs tape on everything. So they took everything. They took everything out and examined it. But I think it was a good idea. Abyss had everything in package that had markings and ingredients and stuff on it, so it wasn't like anything homemade or whatever. Especially coming from the country that it was, it could be it could be laced with who knows. But I'm not feeling any strange effects yet. There's no. So do you see these trails though? When I do this, my hand has. No, I really appreciate this. This is a great taste of the Netherlands of snacks. And especially if it's local, it's like right around where Abyss is. That's so cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've got a house here we could game in for a week if you guys would like to see. And we're up on a mountain. We've got a nice view. We could definitely do if because I guess it's probably about the same thing. Europe to Japan, Europe to America, and Californians. It's a much shorter trip from California to Japan too. So that'll be our meeting place, the place that I don't have to travel at all. But yeah, put you guys up. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Not meeting in America might be our best option. Yeah, but it would be cool. We could. I could put you guys up, and I'm going to wire the whole house with cameras, though. It's going to be one of those experiments, those tabletop survival experiments. And then every day we'll vote somebody out of the house. Wow, really good, really good. This is stuff I haven't tasted before at all. Thank you, Abyss. And I'm sorry about the chewing on the camera. I hope that's not grossing anybody out. I know some people are very sensitive to that. And this is a very sensitive microphone. So not good for eating into. But, oh, wow. So good stuff. And thank you guys in the chat. I'm sorry I didn't pay closer attention. Thank you guys for catching that weird audio thing. I never would have caught that. And it was funny. It was delayed so much. So I guess the camera, because I'm going through an adapter, one of those cam links on the camera. So the audio is probably processed so much slower. So the main microphone, there's no lag. It's very real. It's real time. But that camera grabs it, processes it, and sends it through that cam link. So you're getting this like weird delay, like weird repeat back. But keep an eye out for this in stores in Europe and the US. Yeah, somebody just commented and asked me about the EU distribution for Chronopia. I got to write them back because I know a UK. They handed it off. The German company that did the crowdfunding handed it off to a UK company to continue producing it. So I got to send them the link because I think they've got a shop set up and everything now. Very cool. I'm going to have some amazing breakfast now because of Abyss. Much appreciated. And thank you for not putting anything in the box that would get me arrested. Because I think, what was it? There was like a car? Was it like a Toyota, like a North American management person that was visiting Japan? She had her something that was like opioid or something that's illegal in Japan. She just had one of her assistants just ship it to her to her hotel, and they just arrested her for having illegal drugs sent to her. So I'm glad I didn't. Is there a false bottom on this box? Where are the pot brownies? That's all I want to know. Where's the bread with the marijuana baked in? That's all I need. That's all I'm looking for. But yeah, thank you for not not getting me arrested. I would dox the hell out of you if you got me arrested. Yeah, Japan is so sensitive about that. I don't think they have like schedule, like different classes of drugs. I think just everything is like, same punishment. You tried to, I haven't had any interaction. I don't know anybody that's had any interaction with either trafficking or getting caught doing something stupid in Japan. But I think they're still, and this is, even back to the 60s, early 70s, when that Paul McCartney got banned from visiting Japan after a marijuana bust. So, yeah, it's crazy, but it still gets here because I know people are always passing around sources, and suspiciously, it's usually Koreans that have it and know how to get it. I'm not saying anything. I'm not disparaging anybody. But it's not only the cosmetics that make their way into Japan from Korea. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out with me. So next weekly, Miguel says next weekly we can talk about how the new packaging normative is killing many small garage games. Interesting. Yeah. Calerion, a lot of antidepressants, ADHD meds and stuff. Yeah, they just don't, especially things for depression, things that might be really effective for some people. Although the Japanese version of the kind of FDA here is really slow approving, especially for, and that's why we were so late to even think about a vaccine during COVID, because Japan was kind of waiting and watching and waiting to see what was going on. They're really slow with approving drugs, a little bit faster if it's a domestic company doing it. So there's a lot of stuff done by European and American pharmaceutical companies that doesn't come here or is still in this like multi-year approval process, which makes a lot of people's lives a lot harder. But there's a lot of stuff that's illegal. Like one of the antidepressant things that I was on once upon a time is it totally illegal in Japan. They said there's too many side effects. It's just not, they won't even bother prescribing it here. So, it's very different mentality. But it works the other way too. There's stuff that's legal in Japan that isn't used, like painkillers especially. Sorry, that aren't legal in America and the EU because of the liver and kidney damage that they cause. So, America's ruled it out, and the reason that they're saying is long-term use is just too hard on your liver. But in Japan, it's a standard. It's the thing they prescribe you like the most instantly. So that's interesting. Abyss says, so this is what discrimination feels like. Nice. Miguel says, I know one of the Spaniards that got sent to jail because a retarded friend decided to send him a joint. They probably like instantly detect that stuff. I can't even imagine what Japanese customs is dealing with as far as detecting, because they're probably trying to ban anything that could be used for like, making 3D printed firearms and stuff. Like they're probably being real careful, because I had a bunch of boxes sent from the US from my storage, and the one thing I had is a little drawstring bag with some glass beads in it just for counters or markers. And I remember getting these a long time ago, so it was just I didn't need them, but it was just kind of nostalgia. I was like, oh, I remember these. And when they got through customs, they took one and snapped it in half to make sure, and probably tested it somehow to make sure it wasn't filled with something or some kind of weird preparation of something I was trying to get into the country. So that was weird. So they included the broken one, back in the package, but all sealed up. So obviously they had done something with it to find out what's in these things. Yeah, so they're super cautious. Abyss says, "Oh no!" But you can bring in. So don't worry about like when you're visiting Japan. I don't know if everybody knows this. I'm sure they probably do, but if it was prescribed in your home country and you have the paperwork, you can travel with it. And just as long as it's not like sellable amounts, as long as it's not a whole suitcase full of your allergy medicine or whatever. But yeah, if you're prescribed ADHD medicine, you can travel. You can bring it with you no matter how long you're staying in Japan. If it's for personal use and you have a prescription, anything that's banned here is totally okay. They're super well trained to catch that shit here because of all the import drugs that come through my country. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, thanks so much. That was the thing. I have the P.O. box in the US, and I was going to post that. I think at one point I did post it for my cartoon stream, but it's one of those forwarding services, so I just have to guess. If I don't know, I just have to guess what's in it, and they're probably going to open it. So if people did send me something stupid, fentanyl or whatever, to the P.O. box, and then I forwarded it to Japan, that could be very bad. So I never did get that set up. But things like this are wonderful. Yeah, thank you so much. It's so great to know you, Abyss, and to game with you. And I can't believe just this book inspired. Sorry. Many happy breakfasts. I will be enjoying coffee and beer, both with some of the snacks. Thanks for doing like really unexpected stuff. I had no idea. I didn't know what school chalk tasted like. But yeah, really, really fun, really good stuff. And I'm glad too that it was local. That you gave me some local breads. That's very cool. But oh yeah. So I think we'll have on the channel. So Will might come back for a Wednesday night game, and I think it's the adventure that Matt and Clarion worked on for Fate. So we'll have a Fate event. I think we've never played Fate on the channel, so we'll have a Fate adventure coming soon. I think by the end of the month. I forget 20-something we scheduled it. So that will be fun, and I won't eat on microphone on any of the other streams. I should have put the warning, a trigger warning, mouth noises. But yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, it's hard. Especially, it's hard for one person to do 2 sessions a week. There's a lot of prep, depending on the game and kind of what you're playing. But if Matt and I hand stuff off, that makes it much more doable. Yeah, we got to get some other people to try out. So, did anybody? Yeah, so Arturo has run something on the channel. Has anybody else? Yeah, so Abyss or Clarion or anybody, it's in the Discord. If you've got any ideas and would be interested in trying to run something. I know if you haven't played online, Discord and VTTs are not the best way to run games if you mostly just do it in person. But yeah, it'd be fun to get a fun variety. Sorry, because something might stick. There's too much milk in my coffee, I think. Something might stick. This channel, yes, will be faded, as one could say. Yes. Damn these fingers. Yeah, and I hate autocorrect sometimes, and I don't know if it's doing like a context thing or whatever. Sometimes it just won't let you type the correct word. It will just say, no, you mean this. No, you mean this. No, you mean this. Yeah, especially if I'm trying to put a Japanese word in Roman letters, in Roman alphabet, into a text. I'm asking a question about it or something and don't want to switch over and struggle with the kanji or kana typing. It always makes it into some meaningless word. Yeah, and even names too. That's the frustrating thing. Japanese names always get shifted into Do you mean raven? Do you mean pigeon? No, why does it keep correcting? Oh, cool. Oh, Calarion, I want to write an adventure for Perez and Amor that you could run, Jeremy. Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah, definitely. Especially if those characters have inspired you, that would be so cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, and I think Blade Runner gave you enough tools and enough of the background to be able to come up with good stuff for that setting. It's a wacky setting, but yeah, and it's going to get even weirder, isn't it? Because we've got the TV show coming out that's probably going to scramble, some of this stuff. But yeah, that's already happened to Alien and everything else. So. Nice. Oh yeah. That's right. Those cool maps that Blade Runner does. That's right. There's some tools like they always have the photos or the kind of ident look up stuff from the LAPD database. So yeah, if you want me to help with that, Calarian, I can help you come up with some Photoshop files that if you want to do black and white art, I can just drop into a Photoshop template that'll make it look like the green screen with the grid and stuff on it. Or I guess it's more orange, right? They do like a brown and orange for the maps. But yeah, if you want, I can help you with the making maps and stuff. That's not a problem. That's fun. And then we can make it look so on the stream it'll look very much like the Free League stuff. Oh, this fentanyl is starting to kick in. No, it was just I couldn't clear my throat. Oh man, is that what was it? This you mean this local bread? I didn't read the ingredients, and I don't know the Dutch word for fentanyl. Wow, good stuff. Yeah, just hit me up on Discord, Calarian, if you have some ideas. I can help you help you with character portraits and stuff too. I've been thinking about that. That was one of the other things I was tempted by making this a drawing stream or something. I'm glad I didn't, because the focus should be on the snacks because they were really fun and really good. But thinking about doing a drawing stream and try to do like kind of old school art, even though we're using some Jeff D and some really good stuff. So I can't do anything near that, but to do some old school art of the OSE characters. So we could use those for the streams and stuff. But I think the stuff we're using is so awesome that it would be hard to, and I'm not a great mimic. It takes me so long, if I'm trying to imitate somebody's style. That's why I didn't do great in the grind of animation, because I just can't mimic other people's styles well. And that's a really important thing, even for being like a storyboard artist or whatever. They want you to come as close as possible to the existing style of a show or whatever. And I'm just not great at that. So grinding through that and having to do all the extra work, just like kind of doing an impersonation, like a voice impersonation of somebody. You listen to their voice and you have to kind of practice and figure out how to get that sound to come out of your mouth. It's the same thing with drawing. You just have to keep drawing the character over and over again to try to get the line quality and the proportions and stuff, and make your hand kind of imitate what they did, to get those original, model, key model, or the model sheets and stuff. And that was just too much. I was just never good at copying stuff. It was funny when I was at art school in Chicago, speaking of copy, the aesthetic of copying art as a legitimate art form had just started. So this was in the early 90s. And so there would be, and I couldn't believe this was happening, but there would be students that were allowed to set up easels in the Art Institute in Chicago and paint directly from, they have oil paint, they have turpentine, they have, everything in there to paint. looking at the original painting itself and being able to put their nose in it and see, um, the texture of the paint and the quality of stuff. And that was amazing to me because that seems so dangerous. The havoc you could wreak with those kinds of, materials in an art gallery, in an art museum. Those very, very valuable pieces of art. But yeah, that just, I never took any of those classes. I never got very interested in it, but that had just started. I don't know if it's still a thing even. That might have just been a trendy, some professor or something came up with it. But yeah, art copying became this weird aesthetic that was going on. But I couldn't believe that. That was one of those things I've never seen again anywhere else, is a student setting up an easel and a canvas and all of their paints and stuff in a gallery, in an actual museum, gallery in a museum. Crazy. But yeah, lots of stuff. So what else? Yeah, so I've got the first chapter of the first book for Vor the Maelstrom recorded with a little bit of sound effect and stuff. And I wanted to get on a schedule. I wanted to put a few chapters in the can before I started releasing them, because I don't want to release. I mean, I guess I could just release them randomly, but the discovery will probably be pretty bad if I do that. And I'm wondering if it would be interesting to do a live stream. I don't know, the noise, because I clear my throat so much and stuff, so it's not very pleasant to listen to the recording process. But I was trying to figure out if I could just do a live stream of the recording process, be recording the file into Audacity, while I'm doing it, and then I can edit it down and clean it up. But people that want to, hear it first and hear it, and don't mind hearing it raw and, reread, some lines reread and stuff, listen to it live, and then that would help me, get on schedule to get through all the chapters. I think there's like 30 some chapters in the book, and actually get something finished. I still can't believe I got through those Mutant Chronicles books, the Warzone Mutant Chronicles stuff, reading a chapter and stuff every night, and then editing it and getting it posted that fast. I can't. I guess I'm getting old. I guess that's what I'm admitting. But I don't think I could do that again. That's really hard. That's a lot of work. But I was doing that every night, like after dinner, reading a chapter, editing it, and posting for those Mutant Chronicles books. Crazy. But yeah, I wonder if there's any. Let me know in the chat if that would be of interest at all. If anybody would hang around for me doing the reading process, because then if people were showing up for the live stream, then it would get me to keep motivated to keep reading. But as it is, if I'm reading them offline, it's just, I'm always like, okay, no, this isn't working. Oh, I can't. What's that sound? I can't. I'm always finding reasons not to record. Crazy. This is so good. They did a hardcover too, that it's not just a quick, POD kind of paperback, and they got really nice end papers. Oh, this is so cool. Yeah, very cool. I can't believe it goes. I mean, it's the entire thing. It's all the way up to like, current, or 2024. Current Free League and Helmgast and everybody else that's in Sweden doing stuff. That was a thing that the Cthulhu designer was talking about, is, Sweden's small enough, and of course the RPG community is small enough. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody's worked with everybody. Everybody gets along. It's like a small, happy community, and kind of unified by the language and everything. But everybody that plays the games also makes games, and so it's there. It's very hooked up. It's like going to one of those poetry readings, waiting to read your poetry, where the audience is just poets. Not a lot of outside. So it's cool. It's really cool that, there was that huge push. And I hope they mention that in the book, like when the translating into English stuff started to happen, because it definitely didn't happen until Target Games started doing Mutant Chronicles, and but those were those were the Mutant Chronicles, and they did do Target Games did only Mutant Chronicles in English, and they just did the War Games, Warzone and Chronopia were in English as well. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see when they figured out. Oh yeah, we gotta broaden the market and get that stuff going. Oh, sorry. Let me mute my phone because it might keep dinging. Well, very cool. I think Matt went to sleep on us, didn't he? He would have been our linguistic assistance on this whole thing. He does want to stay up every night with us. Good stuff. Oh, almost finished with the coffee. The coffee candy is very small now. Yeah, really good. I had a really good who's it? The guys that do the tequila, the good tequila. I mean, that's very relative. Who are the guys that do the good tequila? Also did a really good coffee liqueur, and I had it at a bar. A bartender made this coffee cocktail. I said, "What is this? What's in this?" And he showed me the bottle, and it was the tequila maker. They did a coffee liqueur, and and went to look it up, and they stopped making it. Like, they stopped making it like a year or two before. So he probably has one of the last bottles that was sitting on the shelf in that bar. I'm totally blanking on the company name, but good stuff. Oh no, Abyss is calling out Matt for his age. Oh, Matt. Matt is just so old, isn't he? I'm glad I'm not that old. Actually, wait. No, yeah, Matt is slightly older than me. Matt is old. I mean, if you did days, he would be a number of days more ancient than I am. Oh, man. But yeah, good stuff. Really good stuff. Thank you so much, Abyss. I can't believe you went to all this trouble just for this little book. Nice. And yeah, and this was wrapped so well. Thank you for using your big boxes and wrapping that inside. That made it much easier. Yeah, and I can't wait to try the coffee. Yeah, I think I'll brew some of that and give some to Chris too. Chris and I can try it on the next weekly. That'll be perfect. Down nostalgia road, talking about coffee liqueurs. Oh man. But yeah, well, that's what's now. There's a whole new, like, we thought it was over. We thought that they were done with boomers and Gen X, feeding them and refeeding them nostalgia, and now the millennials have got the nostalgia bug, and everyone's feeding it back to them now. So people, when they're in their 30s and 40s, are getting it. It never ends, and I'm not nostalgic for this. For the same thing. Nothing. When I see a Pokemon card, I feel nothing. Magic the Gathering, it's a little different, but Pokemon, no, I have no memories. I just have memories of buying those for my kids. So yeah, we're gonna hit that era where I'm just like, I don't get it. Like the Neon Odyssey thing. The guy with one of the makers was talking about, yeah, we're trying to hit that hope punk sweet spot of all the anime you watched when you were a kid, wrapped in this candy coating and fed back to you with plushies. Yeah, I think I'm definitely too old for that market, but my daughter has like really tapped into that. She's doing a lot of stuff on Etsy and stuff that is basically that. It's Pokemon, Tamagotchi, Neopets, and some other of those kind of 90s millennials kind of little franchises, cute franchise stuff. So she's doing a bunch of stuff like that, a bunch of stuff that, evokes that era, and she makes plushies and everything else. So her store, I think maybe I even said that when I was complaining about that Kickstarter, is that Kickstarter looked like my daughter's Etsy shop with all the cute little plushies and key rings and lanyards. Lanyards are a thing. Why do people buy lanyards? Yeah, so it's definitely a generational thing. Like, things have shifted. Very funny. Yeah, she won't come on stream anymore. She used to come on my drawing stream, but I'd like to get her on stream and talk a little bit about that nostalgia and see how bad they're getting hit, because it's almost invisible to me, but I think the millennials are getting slaughtered now with nostalgia. Yeah, right. Abyss is saying cultural appropriation. You can't take those characters. Yeah, now I don't know if you guys have seen any of there's a really popular series in Japan now called Chikawa. So Chikawa is like a, kind of cute little animal characters, and it was drawn as a comic strip for a long time, but it just finally hit and it became animation, and now there's a movie. And in popularity and like sales of goods and stuff, it's starting to get right up next to Pokemon. This generation is really liking it. I guess because there's like a weird darkness to it. It looks superficially, if you're just looking at it, it looks like, cute characters and very simple, but there's a weird in the story, and there's a weird darkness. I've been told. I haven't read any of it. It doesn't appeal at all. I guess maybe I'll watch the anime or something. But it just looks like a very simple, line drawing of like those little, chibi characters, kind of Sanrio, kind of chibi little characters. But I don't get it. But yeah, it's resonated with, with the younger generation. But it gets up to, in Japan, it gets up to my generation with the people that are buying the stuff. But it's starting to rival Pokemon as far as like people buying it just for the characters. Yikes. It hasn't made it to video games yet. I don't know if it could. It's very odd and very simple. All right. Well, before I put all of you to sleep and I start talking about when I was a kid, too much of that. Well, thank you again, Abyss, for making this possible. This was really fun. Yeah, I wanted to honor your all your hard work by giving people an idea of what was outside the box, and also tasting everything that you sent. Really, some really good stuff. I'd love to just randomly shop at a at a Dutch grocer and see what I come up with. But yeah, some really fun flavors and good stuff. Stuff I've never tasted before. That's really cool, because I've mostly had like salt, those fish, Swedish fishy kind of sweets, and a lot of salt candy was in Sweden. That was the thing that I'd never had before. That surprised me, but I guess it's, salt candy especially is good for summertime, like replacing stuff that you lose when you sweat. So I guess that's why it's popular there. Very cool. I am hiding all my Chikawa merch. Okay, there is Chikawa merch in this house near me, because I bought some of the McDonald's did the like little toys. So I did buy those for my daughter to send to her in the US. So damn it, I have Chikawa goods. No, I thought I had escaped it. All right. But yeah, very cool. Well, thanks so much for your kindness, Abyss, and let's keep gaming together. I really like I like what the channel's becoming, and it's attracting like-minded people, and we're enjoying what's happening with tabletop. We're not afraid of it. We're not afraid. We play new games, as well as dip deep into the nostalgia of early 80s D&D. But very cool. So when I guess we'll be back next for the weekly. Keep an eye out on the channel for I gotta figure out an audiobook schedule. the Vor, the Maelstrom audiobook is coming, but I do have a finished version of Outgunned Superheroes. So keep an eye out for Outgunned Superheroes. And see everything that they're doing and how they handle street level and stuff. Yeah, because I have two classes that just let you do crazy stuff, or they're not called classes, archetypes or whatever. They kind of extend beyond what the basic rules give you. So you basically make an immortal, or basically make a very original, like, make your own superhero. So take a look at that. And thanks everybody for supporting the channel, for the patrons and members, keeping stuff going, keeping me well fed. My breakfasts have just changed completely. That's gonna have to be a new member tier or something on YouTube, is the snack. So you can, it's $1, but you have to send at least $5 worth of snacks every month. All right, sorry, getting too weird. Well, take care. And everybody have a good night or day where you are, and we'll be back again soon on the channel. Until then, goodbye.